of fury. Not with screams or resistance, it simply lets go. Quietly, gracefully. A tree spends its life standing tall, rooted in place, weathering everything the world throws at it, the blazing sun, the bitter cold, the weight of snow, and the violence of the wind. And through it all, it never complains. It doesn't ask for sympathy. It doesn't cry out for help. Then one day its time comes. The roots can no longer hold. The trunk bends. The earth shifts and the tree falls. But it does not rage against the storm. It does not curse the soil. It simply accepts its fate with dignity. There's a lesson here, hidden in the silence, a kind of wisdom that speaks without words. In a world obsessed with control, noise, and resistance, this quiet surrender reminds us of something ancient, something stoic. This is not just a story about a tree. It's a story about us, and how we too can choose how to stand and how to fall. This tree didn't just appear overnight. It began as a fragile seed buried beneath cold soil. No one noticed when it first broke through the ground. No applause, no fanfare, but quietly, day by day, year by year, it grew. It reached for the sun, drank the rain, and held firm against the wind. It endured droughts. It endured storms. Seasons changed, from the bloom of spring to the dead of winter, and still it stood. It asked for nothing. It simply did what it was made to do, grow. And in growing, it gave. It offered shade to the weary. It gave oxygen to the air. Its branches held nests. Its leaves fed insects. Its bark sheltered tiny creatures, all without complaint, without ego. The tree didn't question the fairness of the seasons. It didn't envy the faster growing trees. It didn't worry about how tall it looked compared to the others. It just existed, fully, naturally, but with action. Its final act was not a failure, but a fulfillment. It fell, not with fear, but with peace. The story of the falling tree is a perfect reflection of Stoic philosophy, an ancient wisdom that teaches us how to live well amid life's uncertainties. The Stoics remind us that while we cannot control what happens to us, we always have control over how we respond. Pain, loss, failure, and death are inevitable parts of life, just like the seasons for the tree. But our attitude toward these events is our true choice. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Epictetus, another great Stoic teacher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Like the tree, we cannot prevent storms or control the wind, but we can decide whether to fight the storm or bend with it, whether to resist change or accept it with grace. This acceptance is not resignation or weakness. It is a courageous act, choosing peace in the face of hardship. The Stoics call this amor fati, the love of fate. To love and embrace everything that happens, even suffering and loss, as necessary parts of life's whole. By practicing this, we become resilient, able to stand tall and fall gracefully, just like the tree. Stoicism teaches us to live with purpose, to focus on what we can control, and to find strength in acceptance. When life challenges you, remember the tree. Stand firm, grow quietly, and when your time comes, fall without complaint. Even as the tree falls, its story doesn't end. The fallen trunk becomes part of the earth, nourishing will around it. Fungi begin to grow on the decaying wood, breaking it down and releasing nutrients. Tiny insects find shelter beneath the bark, while new plants sprout nearby, fed by the richness left behind. Life continues, transformed but unbroken. This natural cycle reminds us that endings are also beginnings. What seems like loss or decay is often the foundation for new growth. In Stoicism, this idea is reflected in amor fati, the love of fate, not just accepting life's changes, but embracing them fully. The tree's fall nourishes the forest's future. Its sacrifice supports new life, new possibilities. So too, in our own lives, hardships and losses can lead to growth and renewal. We may lose something precious, but through acceptance and resilience, we create space for something new. The Stoics encourage us to see life as a continuous flow, ever-changing, ever-growing. We don't have to fear endings, because every ending is a seed for a new beginning. Like the tree that falls without complaint, we too can embrace the cycles of life with courage and grace. By loving our fate, we find peace in change and strength in renewal. When life shakes your roots, what will you do? Like the tree, we often face storms beyond our control, loss, pain, disappointment. The question isn't whether these things will come, but how we respond when they do. Can we stand still amid the chaos? Can we give without expectation? Can we accept our fate with calmness and grace? The Stoics teach us to find strength within, to focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our choices, our attitude. External events may batter us, but our inner fortress remains. Imagine yourself as the tree, grounded, patient, resilient. You don't need to shout or fight. You simply exist with purpose and quiet strength. When the time comes to fall, to face failure, loss, or death, can you do so without bitterness or regret? Can you bow out gracefully, knowing you lived fully and gave your best? This is the heart of Stoicism: to embrace life's impermanence, to love our fate, and to meet every moment with courage. Every struggle becomes a lesson, every challenge a chance to grow. So reflect on your own life. Are you resisting what you cannot change? Or are you bending like the tree, allowing life to flow through you? The path of the Stoic is not easy, but it is liberating. It teaches us to live deeply, to stand tall in the sunshine, and to fall without complaint. Because in the end, how we live and how we let go, that is our true legacy. The Stoic tree teaches us an ancient truth. Life is a cycle of growth, endurance, and inevitable change. We cannot control the storms, but we can choose how we stand and how we fall. Will you live with quiet strength like the tree? Will you embrace your fate, loving even the hardest moments? Remember, falling is not failure, it's part of the journey, and through acceptance, we find peace. If this story spoke to you, subscribe to the channel for more reflections on Stoicism and the art of living well. Share this video with someone who might need a little calm in their storm. Thank you for watching. Stand tall, grow quietly, and when the time comes, fall without complaint.